All right, so let me break down what I got here. So I have God tier, greatness, very good, good, meh, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So basically, JoJo is greatness. Now, you might be asking why I don't put it in God tier. Well, I personally like to keep my God tier selection of anime quite small. So I'm ridiculously picky. That's why I have a greatness section. So the high end shows that are just pure greatness, they go here. God tier is reserved for just a small fraction. Now, I know a lot of you might be saying that Death Note, great show. For you, it might be God tier, but for me, it's not. Why is that? Well, if you look at Death Note, after a certain very influential, important character dies, for me personally, the show lost some of its emotional momentum, and I did not have as many feelings for the two characters that came in to replace the main character that died. I'm not going to give away spoilers or who it was, but if you've seen the show, you know who it is. I've seen the Death Note twice, and I felt that drop in emotional connection both times. So for that reason, Death Note is slightly flawed. Therefore, it lands in the greatness section, but it is not a God tier show. The God tier section is reserved for very few shows, and sometimes if I find a flaw, I'll take a show out of the God tier section. Um, Goblin Slayer, or we don't talk about Goblin Slayer. All right, like it's just nah. I'm not talking about Goblin Slayer. That first episode, it just too much. I have a pretty strong stomach. I can stomach a lot of things, but I'm really just not interested in a show with all of that in it. If you haven't seen Goblin Slayer, watch the first episode at your own peril. You will probably be traumatized in some way, shape, or form. I'm talking S and A type material. I did scrub through the rest of the show, like a couple episodes, to see where it goes, and I'm like, pass, I'm good. So I haven't actually watched Goblin Slayer. I just put it down there because I felt like I wanted to mention it. And yeah, we don't talk about Goblin Slayer over here. And so what's exciting, Attack on Titan is currently God tier. Now, depending on how good the finale is coming out next week, make sure you subscribe because I'm going to make a video talking about that if you want to see it. Attack on Titan is currently God tier. For me, I think it's almost perfect. Um, it might not stay God tier though. I gotta rethink that a little bit. There's the first half of season 2 that is not, I don't remember it. I remember it being not as good as I wanted it to be, but maybe I'm being too picky because there's some real god tier stuff in season 2, especially the big twists and stuff. And so for now, Attack on Titan is definitely god tier. We'll see if the finale sticks the landing. I personally will say that it is one of the greatest of all time. Death Parade. Death Parade, very fun. I'm gonna say Death Parade's actually a very good show. It's only 12 episodes long. I thought it was quite enjoyable. And Terror in Resonance, also very good. Again, 12 episode limited series, super good. Chainsaw Man, greatness, straight up greatness. And yeah, I forget the name of this one. I think this is I achieved this cheat skill and leveled up in the real world as well. One of those long titles. It's a good show. It's good. I don't typically go for the going inside a video game type of shows. Hunter x Hunter actually did that the best in Arc 4. Season 4 of Hunter x Hunter might be my favorite. It's one of the few going inside a video game animes that I really like, especially because that's like a genre within a Hunter x Hunter show, because Hunter x Hunter changes genres like almost every arc a little bit, which is very impressive. And that is going to be, oh, it's going to screw up my whole thing. Okay, I'm going to save Hunter x Hunter for later. Um, Tokyo Ghoul, meh. Yeah, I said it. Tokyo Ghoul is meh. Guys, listen to me. I love the world of Tokyo Ghoul. I love the characters of Tokyo Ghoul. I want to like it. I want to love it. But the show in and of itself was just not up to par. Honestly, it's half and half. The first two seasons are greatness. Last two seasons are incredibly rushed. I did not have a connection to the characters. I would meet a character for like 30 seconds in the beginning of the show, in the beginning of an episode, then all of a sudden he's in a big fight with another character that I barely know. And I'm sitting there watching the show like, wait, am I supposed to care about this? Is this a big deal? Because I don't care, right? And so it's just unfortunate. Tress. Tress had so much potential. The first 4 episodes of Tress were so good, and then it rapidly. There's only 6 episodes. It's on Netflix. First 4 episodes are great. Like, it could very easily have ascended into greatness, but the last 2 episodes are so much of a disappointment. And the finale basically turns into this generic magic battle between some demon guy and the girl, and it's like the power of love will say, it's like, oh, oh my god, you suck. You were great. You had greatness was in your grasp, and you hit me with that cliche, boring. The power of love is gonna make it all okay. It's like, go to hell, God. You know, it just no. I was pissed off. Oshinoku. I've seen half of it, but we're borderlining on greatness with that show. Especially the opening. My goodness, what an emotionally charged show. I'm so happy that I watched it. Very, very, very good. My Happy Marriage. Oh, it messes it up too? Okay, fine. Let's do Trigun Stampede. Trigun Stampede. I'm going to say it's very good. It might not be greatness yet. We'll have to see where season 2 goes. I'm going to say the same for the original Trigun as well. I actually like Trigun Stampede more. I know, that's such a... Oh no, I like the remake better than the original. By the way, just so you know, if you're going to come at me for... I didn't say the Trigun original anime was bad. I didn't say that. I just said Trigun Stampede was a bit better because it had a tighter plot. It was very loyal to a lot of the main beats, but it was quick, it was fast, it was tight, and it hit all the right emotional beats. It was really, really great. And it took the story in a great new direction, and the animation was actually really good, despite the fact that it was CGI. Trigun, oh, by the way, you can't say that it's not the same as source material, because apparently the Trigun anime is only like 16% accurate to the manga. Last time I checked, don't quote me on that. And so, yeah, there's a lot of filler in Trigun, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's still good. But yeah, I like Trigun Stampede a little bit more, but they're both in the same category. They're both good. Okay, Gundam. I've only seen the first few episodes of the original Gundam series, but it is greatness. Pure greatness. And yeah, I look forward to watching more of it and getting more into the Gundam world, because that is just, it's just a lot of good stuff in there. And so there's this little horror show called Another. I'm going to say it's good. It's good. There's a very satisfying amount of blood and gore and things like that. It's a good mystery, but for some reason it never really never got to that place where you're just like, oh my god, I love it. It's just like, I'm having a fun time. That's about it. So, you know, and I think the same can be said for Baki, actually. You know, depending on who you are, I can easily see you saying Baki being a very good or great show. It's just, for me personally, the way that the characters are built and constructed. For me, Baki is a show that I watch in the background while I do other work. If I'm writing or journaling or doing some file work on my computer or drawing or making thumbnails or something, I could throw Baki on in the background and barely watch it and still know what's going on and just look up for the fights and follow it completely. Like, it's a very, I'm not shallow. It's a very simple and easy to follow show. That is quite good, but I'm not sure if it's very good. That kind of depends on who you are, I think. Let's go with Vinland Saga. Let me think. Vinland Saga is God tier. Vinland Saga is God tier, and I haven't decided if it's better than Attack on Titan yet. But these two shows are neck and neck for me. We're going to have to wait and see. until both of them are complete. Once Finland Saga is complete, we can look at it in its entirety and evaluate it for what it complete really is. Um, but yeah, I don't know if it can be better than Attack on Titan though, but it's there. It's close. It's very, very close. While we're on the subject of God tier, let's do Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. Freaking God tier. And for me personally, I think Code Geass might be a better show than Attack on Titan Vinland Saga. I might like it better. I genuinely think that Code Geass might be the greatest anime I have ever seen in my life. Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga are right there. They're neck and neck. They're right there. But if I had to be the pickiest, most selective person in the world and pick just one perfect show, I think Code Geass would be that perfect show. And surprisingly enough, that is the show that started me on my anime journey. Yes, I had never seen a bit of anime before in my life. And I went on to YouTube, looked at top 10 best anime, and I think it was Watch Mojo that recommended Code Geass. I found it, and I watched it, and oh my god, I watched it straight through. I binged it so fast. It was so good. If you haven't seen Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion, if you have seen it, go back and watch it again. You will be surprised at how darn good Code Geass is as a rewatch. I've seen it twice now. I think I want to watch it a third time. That show is so freaking good. Another show that is pure greatness. If you guys are noticing a pattern here, I don't tend to watch bad shows. If you can't keep me there for long, I'm not. See, I only have a meh category here. I don't have like a bad category because I don't really know any bad anime. But that is a good subject for discussion. You guys recommend in the comments down below. What are some bad anime that you want me to check out, and then we can gripe about it and rant about it together on this channel. But Hellsing Ultimate, specifically Hellsing Ultimate, fantastic, pure greatness. I'm talking blood, guts, gore everywhere. Great dialogue, great pace, great plot, great surprises. My goodness, brilliant all around. The Promised Neverland. It was a show that had a lot of controversy. Where'd it go? Where the heck did it go? I lost it. What the heck? Okay, well, did it just disappear on me? What the heck? Okay, well, I was going to talk about The Promised Neverland. Oh, there it is. Right back to where it was. The Promised Neverland was a very good show. Season 1. I did not watch Season 2 yet. I will. No spoilers, please, but I know a lot of people did not like Season 2, and so that might be why I'm putting it off. I just don't want to be disappointed, because Season 1 was so good. Yeah, I'm nervous about that. I understand that Season 2 deviated from the manga, did everything completely differently. But yeah, I'm nervous about that. But should I check it out? Well, I will, and we'll have to see how I feel about it. Blue Lock. Greatness. Probably the best sports anime I've ever seen. The only sports anime I've ever seen. But this is a show that actually got me into sports anime. I think I'm going to start watching Haikyuu next, because I hear that is just bloody brilliant. But Blue Lock. Great storytelling, great characters, great pacing. I just love this show so much. And let's see, where's another... You know what? I started Assassination Classroom, but honestly, I kind of just went meh and didn't continue watching. I think I stopped around episode 12. I just haven't gone back to it. Maybe I'll change my mind later on. Maybe I'll check it out again. It'll grab me, and I'll be like, "Yay, this is so great!" But yeah, Assassination Classroom, it's fine. If you like that sort of thing, good for you. Enjoy it. I'm not mad about you liking things that I don't like. Dragon Ball Z. If I don't put this in the greatness section, y'all are gonna be mad at me. You know what? I'm gonna do the politically correct thing and put Dragon Ball Z in the greatness section because I know it's great. I just haven't seen a lot of it yet. I think I'm at episode 10 or 12. No, 16. I don't know. I'm about, no, 20 episodes. I'm 20 episodes into Dragon Ball Z. I think it's fair to say it's close to greatness. I am anticipating that I will think it is one of the greatest shows ever the more I get into it. And so I'm just going to preemptively say that Dragon Ball Z is greatness, and I'm sure many of you will agree with me. Um, Kakegurui is a gambling show on Netflix. It was actually very good. And it was one of those weird animes where everybody's like super expressive and all the girls have massive boobs and whatnot. There's a lot of weirdness in it, but my god, it's enjoyable. It's really, really enjoyable. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, Kakegurui, I think it's called. It's a gambling show on Netflix. It's good. Hell's Paradise. Uh, honest. Oh man. Oh no. Meh. I can't believe I just did that. I wanted to love that show so much, but the more I watched it, the more I was like, eh, whatever. I don't care. Oh, it's such a shame. I know it's Mappa. I know it's great. It's just something about it just didn't stick for me. Maybe I'll change my mind with season two. I'll definitely watch season two because I thought season one was, well, did I think it was good? Like, I don't know, man. Something about the vibe of the show just didn't quite hit for me. So I could take it or leave it at this point. I think I can go either way right now. So I'm just gonna put it in the mess section, and hopefully you guys don't get too mad at me for that. But yeah, Kaiji, specifically Kaiji season one, is a good show. Quite good. In fact, it might be very good, but I'm gonna say it's a good show. Um, Great show about high stakes gambling and people who are. It's kind of like Squid Game. People have huge amounts of debt and they have to gamble to get the debt away. They have to take on more debt in order to gamble. And if they don't, if they lose, then they go to a work camp. And so, very interesting high stakes game. And so, let's do a few more. Secret Invade, High Rise Invasion. Meh, it was fine. Which one is this? MF Ghost is good. This one's currently airing on Crunchyroll, and it's turning out to be actually pretty good. I'm enjoying it. And let's do Zom 100. Very good. Very fun show. It's on Netflix and Crunchyroll. I recommend you watch it. Taking forever to come out. I think they're having like production issues or something like that. Muscle Magic or whatever. That's a good show. Yeah, well, you know what? I kind of stopped watching it, so it's meh for me. It's fine. Um, Firen. Firen is very good. It's not greatness yet, but man, Firen Beyond Journey's End. Oh, what an emotional show, guys! Like what an emotionally touching show. You know it. Everything it means something. A show means something. That's what I can't get around. Like it made me cry. You know, there's no big fights. There's no crazy action sequence, but it means something. It's a meaningful show. I recommend you check it out. It's one of the only fantasy anime that I watch, as you can see from this list. I'm more of a sci-fi guy slash drama guy myself. But man, Fire that show touches you, man. So an obvious choice, My Hero Academia is greatness. As you can tell, I tend to go for shows with smaller episode, less than 100 episode counts. Limited series tend to be my thing. So My Hero Academia, definitely greatness. If it's more your speed and you want to say it's God tier, fine, it's God tier. I'm not going to argue with you, but it doesn't quite touch my personal God tier picks. But if you think it's God tier, that's great. Not going to argue with you on that. Mob Psycho, only seen season one, but it's great. Yeah, I'm starting to realize just how blessed I am to have seen so many great shows. And I think this might be This is the thing with me. I try really, really hard to only watch good stuff. And so there's a lot of things that I just don't finish. I start it and I'm just like, I'm done. One of those is Black Clover. I'm not gonna say it's a bad show, but I'm somewhere around season 2, and I just kind of went, eh, and I kind of just checked out. I think I was like 80 episodes in or something. You guys let me know. Does Black Clover get better? Like, does it get really, really good? Because I'm kind of in that slump part where it's kind of just like, whatever. I don't really feel like watching this. This isn't really, quite what I was asking for. Maybe it's just not my genre. Maybe it's just not my cup of tea. It's more fantasy, anyways. But you guys let me know. What do you think about me putting Black Clover as just a good show that I stopped watching for now? One Piece is very good. I'm gonna have to watch a lot more of it to decide if it's greatness or not. I know many of you will say it's greatness, and the live action version was great. But I don't know. It's just kind of slow, and I think for me, watching that many episodes of something that I'm not excited, that I'm not like really into, just doesn't make sense for me personally. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna commit the ultimate sin, and I'm gonna skip ahead in One Piece up to where it really starts to pick up and become my kind of show. Because I watched a couple of the movies further along in the story, and those movies are really my thing. But the early arcs, the All Long Park and stuff like that, it's too slow for me. It's not quite my speed. I do think I'll end up watching One Piece, all of it eventually, with my kids. I plan on making anime mandatory viewing for my children, and so once they are of the appropriate age, I'll probably have my watch One Piece like on Saturday mornings with my children. But for me right now, it doesn't make sense for me to sit through 200, 300 episodes of, just good or okay show just to get to the great part of the show, because I just want to watch the best parts. So I'm probably going to skip 300 episodes in to see what happens. I'll probably just watch some summary videos on YouTube to summarize everything that happened so I can follow along, and that's probably what I'll end up doing. If you hate me for it, well, subscribe anyway. That way you can tell me more about it when I make a video about it later. My Happy Marriage is a good show. Lovely show. Just really, really nice, fun, easy to get into, easy to watch, and my goodness, some of the most toxic chicks in this show, and they get what they deserve, and it's quite fun. All right, here's a controversial one. Full Metal Alchemist is not greatness. It is very good, though. It's very good, but I don't think it's on the level of these shows that I've put up here, quite frankly. I think a lot of that has to do with the messiness of the final. I felt that, having a giant final battle take place over like 15 episodes and jumping from characters to characters to characters made me forget a lot of what was going on. And it actually just sort of tapered down some of the emotional stakes for me. And so you can make a case that it's greatness, but for me personally, on an emotional level, it's a very good show. Hunter x Hunter, same deal. Same. I'm not sure if I appreciated. You know what? Hunter x Hunter is. Dang it! I don't know. Because one of the benefits of Hunter x Hunter is that it is a lot of different genres in one show. I don't know if I liked season 5 though. I mean, I liked it, but season 5 wasn't necessarily the thing that I liked about Hunter x Hunter the most. It's probably my least favorite season. I would say my favorite season of Hunter x Hunter are 2 and 4, and then maybe 1 and 3, and then 5. Haven't really watched season 6 yet, mainly because it's not complete. But final answer: Hunter x Hunter is greatness. Even when I'm watching it, okay, yeah, it's greatness. I'm gonna say that It's very, very entertaining, and I love it a lot. Thank you so much for being here with you guys. You get to learn a little bit more about me and my taste in anime and what I like, what I don't like. I hope this was fun for you guys. If it was, like and subscribe so that we can do this again. Give me your thoughts. Give me your quick top 10 list down below. Give me your recommendations as well. What do you want me to watch? You know, if you have a great show for me to watch, I'll freaking watch it. I love watching great stuff. As you can see, I would say most people would argue that a lot of the stuff here is really good. I don't watch trash, right? So, yeah. Hit the button on my face so you can subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.